Killer Instinct Restoration Part 4, I believe. Since the last video, I've done quite a few things. I don't know if you can see, but I replaced the T-moulding with blue to match the joysticks and buttons that are in that bag right there. I decided to go with the blue just for fun to see what it would look like. I kind of like it. You know, the Killer Instinct cabinet is a cool one with really cool art on the side and on the front and all that stuff. But you know, when you line them up in a bedroom or in an extra room or a game room, you don't see the side art. So I wanted to kind of have it pop out a little bit, and it looks pretty cool. Some of the T-moulding grooving isn't the best, as I'll show you here at the top. I don't know if you can see that right there, but if you push it in, it pops back out. So there's two ways you could fix that. I just use little tiny brad nails, and I just kind of pop one in there. The other way is you could fill the groove with you know, hot glue, but you run the risk of, you know, once you get that in there and you want to replace the T-moulding with something else, you're going to have to cut all that glue out. So I don't like doing that. I've done it before on my original main machine like 5 or 6 years ago, and it just didn't work out. And sometimes the glue, you put too much in there and oozes over the side, and it doesn't look as good as it should. I mean, if you can get it to work, you know, more power to you, but I prefer to just use little tiny nails because you can pop them out. I also drilled out the lexan control panel, as you can see. I do it a little differently than most people. I actually use duct tape and tape it to the original metal panel, as you can see right there. It's pretty sunny this morning here. And I tape the lexan in between that metal control panel and the actual old school lexan control panel cover that I took off. So this is sandwiched in between. So that way, even if the drill bit, as you're drilling through, catches off one or the other, it centers itself on the next piece. So that's a little bit of a tip for you guys. Lexan is the best as far as I'm concerned. It's a lot stronger. You can really put a lot of pressure on it. It does not crack as you're drilling through it. Plexiglass, it looks good and it doesn't scratch as easily on the surface as Lexan, but the problem with plexiglass is as soon as you put any pressure anywhere, it'll crack. And I've gone through, you know, tons and tons of pieces of it, and I just don't like the way it operates. I also drilled out the security holes all the way around. I touched up a few of the black paint spots. I put some new coin door locks in here. As you can see, they work. The blue T-moulding, like I said, I like it. I think it looks good. It gives it a little pop. I touched up the sides of the cabinet. That one over there, you can kind of see a little bit. I thought I was going to do a little bit of a better job matching up the paint, but it's really difficult to match this up. You know, I am in the middle of the day here, so it's very sunny here, and you know, you kind of see every little tiny flaw in the garage, so it multiplies it more than it really is. I did this side over here too. Like I said, you can kind of see it because the sun is shining on it, but if you get out of the sun, you don't even notice it. So, you know, what are you going to do? That's part of the issue when you buy these and you ship them. You know, you come up with sometimes these issues like that, but you know, like I said, most of the side art is covered by the cabinet next to it, so you don't really see it that well anyway. So another thing I did is I bought a Killer Instinct 2 Pcb. So there's part 1, and there's part 2 with the hard drive there on the bottom of the cabinet. I only have one kick harness right now. As you can see, it's plugged in right here. So I'm thinking when your MK arcade source comes back from Afghanistan, I think it's in October, I might send them this kick harness and another one and see if you can't put some diodes on it so I can run these at the same time, and just simply take the JAMA edge connector and unplug it and plug it into this one down here. So there's the inside of the cabinet. I got to vacuum out a little bit. The drilling and stuff, you can see there's a lot of residue left from the Lexan and some wood from drilling and undrilling, you know, on this wooden piece here. But overall, I think it's coming together pretty good. Like I said, I got the buttons and joysticks right here, so those are ready to go in. I believe the control panel overlay and the marquee come on Saturday via GameOnGraphics.com. So I'll put that together and make another video. I also ordered the MK3, like I said, control panel overlay for the extra control panel that I have. So that's it. There's part 4. I think it came together pretty good so far. Got a couple little things here to do, but it's almost ready to go in the house. Thanks for watching.